What up, what up, what up? So, Stinky is unserious and stupid. That's something that we already know. Okay? As far as this war is concerned, he's flying blind. He's flying blind because he's a fraud, you know? And every time he opens his mouth, he makes it worse. He had the German chancellor in at the Oval Office to talk some shit, right? And he started trashing all of the NATO allies that we need to help him, you know? You have Macron saying that he ain't going to help. You have Starmer saying he ain't going to help. And he trashed Starmer by saying that's no Winston Churchill. Well, motherfucker, you're no Eisenhower. You're a cadet bone Spurs is what you are, you motherfucker. And you've gone into this flying blind, but not too blind. Not too blind. You know what this motherfucker wants to do? He wants to put somebody in there, right? So they can divvy up the oil, give him part, and then they keep the rest. It's an extortion racket, just like he's doing in Venezuela. That's what he's trying to do, but he wasn't expecting, he wasn't expecting the Ayatollah's kid to take over. And from what I understand, that guy was the guy that tortured all those people and did all those killings when Stinky told them to go out and protest. These people have a fever dream that they think that they're going to make the people go and topple that regime. No, the opposite has happened. And now, this guy wants the Kurds to help him. He hung the Kurds out to dry in his first administration. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. And I want to hear from MAGA down in the comments, what now? What now? And then you think that what he said in the Oval Office yesterday was encouraging or led you to believe that everything was going to be okay? Straight gibberish, straight nonsense. They asked him these, you can't ask him a complex question because he has the mentality of a fucking 5-year-old, always has. And now with the dementia, it's even less. And then I've told his handlers time and time again, do not run that guy out between the hours of 11 and 3 in the 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. in the afternoon. You can't because he's in a daze. He's in a daze because, when you fire opiates all day long, right? You get insomnia. You can't sleep. And then you do your best sleeping during the day. That's right. Yeah. You finally crash. You hit a crash and you pass out, Yeah. That's what happens with this guy. Hell, in mid-sentence, the motherfucker almost fell asleep in this thing. And you could see, the people around him, they're starting to get nervous. They're starting to get a little nervous because this isn't going well. And, let me just put it this way. He acts like a 5-year-old when somebody doesn't agree with him. Consequences be damned, and nobody tells him no when he has one of these fucking idiotic ideas, like Spain, wants no part of this illegal war, right? So what does he want to do? So then he turns around and says, no, we're going to do an embargo against Spain. Spain sucks. But what you have to do is, like you do to a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old, and you're a parent, teach him the hard truth. Whether he has a hissy fit or not, tell him no. That's the only way you can deal with this clown, or else he's gonna get our kids killed. What's up with the contingency plan to get these people out of there? There is none. Take a commercial flight. Yeah, they're gonna come out. They're gonna book a flight on Spirit Airlines when the skies are burning over there. This is terrible. This is terrible, and it's only gonna get worse, man. Around here, gas last week was $2.75 a gallon. And that's $2.75. It fluctuated between, I want to say, $2.70 and $2.80. It fluctuated between there, back and forth, give or take, right? Now, the cheapest, I go to a cheap gas station, man, it's $3.29 a gallon. And he says, well, gasoline's gonna get a little high. That's right, your president. Gasoline is going to be a little high, but then it's gonna go down lower than it was. And then you have, these MAGA idiots, right? That say, no, you got to stop gaslighting us. Why stop now? Why stop now? Why stop now when all that motherfucker does is gaslight? Why stop now? You idiots, and you fell for it, and you promoted it, and look at you now. Look at you now. Oh, no, we don't want no war. We don't want no war. Yeah, hey. You do. You all do what the supreme leader says. You do what Stinky says, right? If Stinky says jump, you don't say how high. You jump and then you just keep on going until he tells you to come down. That's right. You fucking idiots. Y'all got played. And now he's over there in the Oval Office fucking just firing out gibberish after gibberish after gibberish after gibberish, and now you're all up in arms. Well, go over there and fight. That's another thing. I heard we ain't got no bullets. We're running out of fucking munitions, man. He's gonna have he called a meeting with these people to try to tell them to produce more bullets. You know, more shots, more weapons, more everything. I got news for you. This is not going to be a war effort like it was in World War II. These motherfuckers are not going to go out and sacrifice their metal, their aluminum, their this, their that, their brand new windows that are going to get put in anything that has to do with metal. Sacrifice it to go make bullets, so you can fight a war. So we won't. So you think we're going to forget about Epstein? Yeah, no. Yeah, it's not going to be a war. It's not going to be a war effort like that. No. And this is going to get way worse. And the clips that I have for you, I just want you to dwell on this thought. Okay? Dwell on this thought. Is that, in these clips, is that the guy that you want to go into war with? Check it out. Remember, peace, resist. This motherfucker's on fumes. Roll it. So what's up? What's the objectives?
I just want to say I am more fearful than ever after this briefing that we may be putting boots on the ground.
Really?
And that troops from the United States may be necessary to accomplish objectives that the administration seems to have.
And what are those objectives? But
I also am no more clear on what the priorities are going to be of the administration going forward, whether it is destroying the nuclear capacity of Iran, or simply the missiles, or regime change, or stopping terrorist activity.
You fucking idiot. This guy wants to steal the oil like he did in Venezuela. You're an idiot. Just say it. Say it!
And I think the administration owes it to the American people to have briefings not just for members of Congress, but for the American public.
Yeah, right. All these fucking guys do is lie.
Nothing here should have been classified.
Of course not. You fucking idiot.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
This sack of stupid made the price of gas skyrocket. So listen to what this sack of stupid has to say.
Do it. I have never had more compliments on something I did. People felt it's something that had to be done. So.
Oh, really? So you got compliments for raising the price of gas. Ew, stinky. Those ball bearings are quite greasy.
If we have a little high oil prices for a little while.
If we have a little high oil prices. Continue, Stinky.
But as soon as this ends, those prices are going to drop, I believe, lower than even before.
Look at this haggard junkie. Bro, you ran this motherfucker out right when he needs to be taking a nap. I'm telling you, no, man. If I worked for this guy, I would never, ever let him do anything between the hours of 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. This motherfucker is in a demented state. Look at him. Look at him.
What a babbling buffoon.
The ramblings of a demented, senile, dare I say, man-child junkie. This is all gibberish. Spain told him, fuck you. We're not going to go help you in this illegal war, so now he wants to cut him off? Listen to this.
Some of the European, like Spain, has been terrible. In fact, I told Scott to cut off all...
Why have they been terrible? Why have they been terrible? They don't want to go into that fucking illegal war and get killed. You fucking idiot.
Dealings with Spain. Spain, first of all, it started when every European nation, at my request, paid 5%, which they should be doing. And everybody was enthusiastic about it, Germany, everybody. And Spain didn't do it. And now Spain actually said that we can't use their bases, and that's all right.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine.
We could use their base if we want. We could just fly in and use it. Nobody's going
Well, why don't you? Why don't you, Stinky?
tell us not to use it, but we don't have to. But they were unfriendly, and so I told them that we don't want to. Spain has absolutely nothing that we need other than great people.
Motherfucker, you're gonna make sangria $100 a bottle. And fucking olive oil. Holy shit. We're gonna have to start cooking with lard, Stinky.
Great people, but they don't have great leadership. And as you know, they were the only country that in NATO would not agree to go up to 5%.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Where's NATO now? No, they're not going to help you with this fucking shit. You didn't come to them and tell them that you were going to hit these people, so fuck you. Fuck you, you idiot. You're bankrupting this and getting our soldiers killed, you slack-jawed moron. Every resting face this guy puts looks fucking freakishly hellish.
I don't think they want to agree to go up to anything. They wanted to keep it at 2%, and they don't pay the 2%. So we're going to cut off all trade with Spain. They could do with Spain.
That's all bullshit. This is all bullshit. This is about as real as a Doge check. The emperor has a dirty diaper.
I know you are, but what am I?
You're a nerd.
I know you are, but what am I?
Idiot. I know you are, but what am I?
Hey, Stinky. Why didn't you have a plan to get our people out, and now they're getting killed?
Evacuation plan, and who do you send planes to get people out?
Well, because it happened all very quickly. We thought, and I thought...
It happened all very quickly. Here comes the gibberish.
Maybe more so than most. I could ask Marco. But I thought we were going to have a situation where we were going to be attacked. They were getting ready to attack Israel. They were getting ready to attack others. You're seeing that right now. And a lot of those missiles that are hitting in, those are stationary. Those were aimed at...
Again, Stinky, why aren't you getting our people out of there?
For a long period of time at these other countries. So I think I was right about that. We attacked first. And
No shit. You're the aggressor. Why do you... God damn. What about getting our people out of there? Answer the question.
It could have in, look, we're really decimating them. They're being decimated.
Hey, who cares? Who cares? Why aren't you getting our people out? They're not decimating enough that we're getting the consulate and all that kind of shit bombed.
You weren't prepared. If you don't think that string of English words made any sense, you are correct. It did not.
Something that had to be done. Something
Holy
I
shit,
believe that if
Stinky.
we didn't, because I see where Congress, if I didn't do this, guys like Schumer, who are losers, the Democrats, they're losers. That's why they're not here. Guys like Schumer would say, well, you should have done this. In other
What? What?
words, if I did it, it's no good. If I didn't do it, they would have said the opposite.
The complete gibberish.
You should have done this, but most people feel like, I'll tell you what, I have never had more compliments on something I did.
Yeah, Bibi Netanyahu gave you a compliment and put it on a fucking loop.
People felt it's something that had to be done.
Nah.
That lying bitch!
God damn it, Stinky. Why do you want to do an embargo on Spain?
To stop, sort of interesting. I have the right to stop, but under that one law, I didn't have the right to charge them. So I have the right to license them, but I don't have the right to charge, which is frankly ridiculous.
What? What?
But the right was given to us by the Supreme Court, and we have the right, as an example, we talked about Spain. I could tomorrow stop, or today, even better, stop everything having to do with Spain.
Wait. Forget about Spain. Why don't you brush your fucking teeth, you filthy pig? Ew.
Business having to do with Spain. I have the right to stop it. Embargoes, do anything I want with it. And we may do that with Spain.
We're going to do an embargo on Spain. Ask your trusted advisor, Bassett.
Well, sir, I think we're going to talk about it with you. I know that you have strong
Yeah, this dude's on that junk.
power. Big Court clarified. We know you can use it, and if you need to use it to assure national and economic security,
Stinky, wake up.
we will do it.
Scott, do you have an opinion?
Sir, I agree. The Supreme Court reaffirmed your ability to implement an embargo. And as we've talked, from your first term, the Section 301s and the 232s have withheld more than 4,000 lawsuits. And
Stinky's sleeping.
U.S.
Snap out of it, Stinky.
PR and Commerce are going to
You bored him with the facts.
begin investigations, and we'll move forward with those.
And we've instituted a 15% tariff on everybody, as you know. And just used, I'll tell you,
Bro, this motherfucker's bankrupted this place, man.
we had a couple of paragraphs written in that opinion that were really incredible.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm Stinky. I'm Stinky. Stinky's plan on Iran.
A lot of bombs are being dropped. But I always say that would be about the worst.
Do you have someone in mind right now? Because you said all the people you do have in mind have been taken out. What do you
Well, most of the people we had in mind are dead. So,
So you don't have a plan, do you?
I had some in mind from that group that is dead. And now we have another group, they may be dead also.
Listen to this. How can you take these people seriously?
Based on reports. So I guess you have a third wave coming in.
He's making this shit sound like if it's some kind of fucking beauty pageant.
Pretty soon we're not going to know anybody. But we have...
So we're not going to know anybody.
I mean, Venezuela was so incredible because
Who gives a shit about Venezuela?
we did the attack and we kept government totally intact. And we have Delcy, who's
How can you take this clown seriously?
very good. We have the whole chain of command, and they've been the relationship's been great. We're taking out 100 million barrels of
Yeah,
oil
where's the money? Where's the money?
already,
Where's the money? Where's the money?
and a big
Hell, we ain't even got no fucking bullets to fight this war, Stinky. God damn. How unserious can these people be, man?
If you don't think that that string of English words made any sense, you are correct. It did not.
Holy shit, Stinky's on fumes. Ill. You tell me, right, that motherfucker hasn't brushed his teeth in a month. He's disgusting.
Yeah, everything's big in my book. Venezuela was big. This is big. The original hit, Midnight Hammer, was big.
Oh, really? So why we had to go back there?
You view as big, but it's not considered very big by some standards, by some of our standards. We have a military like no other military that's ever been.
No, really? So why don't we have bullets? Why are you calling all these people to tell them to frantically make more bullets? And you want to put boots on the ground? You dumb motherfucker. Bro, you fucking stepped in it this time. You're going to bankrupt this place and get a bunch of people killed. And ew, look at the difference between the fucking color here and the color there. This motherfucker's disintegrating. Look at him. This fucking dude looks like, ew. This looks like Brady's football in that fucking, what do you call it? Not Spygate. What was it with the football, flattening the footballs? This is Brady's football he cheated with. Ew. I see you, Stinky.
I have another idea. Now follow me.
You shit-talking dimwit. This is FAFO.
And being a conservative or being a Trump supporter or being part of MAGA does not mean you have to accept another Middle East war.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. What do you think's going on right now? Suck it up and love it.
Without questions.
Oh, no. You question Stinky, the supreme leader? The nerve of you, the audacity of you to fucking say this now, Yeah, no, there's a war and you're gonna fucking accept it, you bitch.
And anybody who tells you that can suck it.
Go back.
You have to accept another Middle East war without questions.
And
anybody who tells you that can suck it.
Oh! Chuba! You fucking dimwit!
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh! Dave, Griffey's doing better, ain't that right, Griff? You doing better? Thanks for all the well wishes. He's doing good. Thank you.